Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hoyte Big Show.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Friday afternoon. You're listening to The Big Show. Hoyte, J Minogue, and Spare Keyzie to take you through your Friday Minogue. Absolute stallion of a man. How's life?
You're going pretty grouse, you sick dog, you mad son of a bee, eh?
Yeah, thanks,
Your
mate.
Backbone.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, no, going good. Pretty happy. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
We've had a beautiful run of weather up here in the 09, and it's been probably a week and a half of pure sun.
It has.
And it's just turned today, but we've had a good run.
Yeah, we have had a good run, and I'm glad that it turned today and not yesterday when we were down at the old field days.
Oh, exactly.
That would have been a bit of a mare. Spare Keyzie, how's life?
I'm going good, man. I'm happy to be here. It's Friday. Last day with you guys on the show.
Yeah,
so
you've been doing a great job, Spare
bittersweet,
Keyzie.
but happy.
Yeah, good on you, mate. I disgraced myself last night after the field days, fellas, by the way. I've got to admit it right off the bat here. Driving home, I found my old packet of bacon and cheese balls.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got to say they were stale. I had put one in my mouth and went, oh, God, that's foul, and then proceeded to eat the entire packet.
Yeah.
So I'm not feeling great about myself today. I'm feeling pretty low spirits, that I've reached a new low with my cheese ball consumption.
I'm glad. Thanks for being so open and honest with us,
Sure,
there, brother.
man, sure.
Cheers to you, my man.
Yeah.
Because I spoke to you about that half a bag that you had sitting in your glove box a week ago, and I said, "Oh, you'll eat them," and you said, "There's absolutely no way."
Yes.
And here we are.
Yeah, and they were stale as,
Yeah,
man. I
sounds
kid
right.
you not. Hey, it is Friday, of course. Let's have a few shout-outs today if you want to shout out your mates at work or whatever. Also, where are you listening to the show? What are you wearing? Text us 3483 and let's smash into a bit of royal blood.
The Hoyte Big Show podcast.
Oh, yeah, what a way to kick off your Friday afternoon. A bit of royal blood for you there. What are they saying, fellas, on 3483? Hit me!
Shout out to the Backbones, Lewis, Brad, Hayden, and Callum on the Friday grind at Louis Sanis Builders in Christchurch. Loving the tunes.
Yeah,
Cheers.
good on you, mate. Backbones.
I think you've mispronounced that.
Okay, well, what is the correct?
Lucanus.
Lucanus. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's what I thought too when I was reading that. It's
It's a trap for young players.
Yeah,
there.
I can see why you did that.
It's
Yeah,
my
Spare
last
Keyzie.
You got to
day,
keep your eyes open,
Classic.
brother.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all good. Shout out to Harris Crow, the mad bastard.
Yeah, good on you, Harris Crow.
Oh, yeah, that one's fine. You're all right.
Yeah.
All good on the pronunciation there.
You said that nicely there, Spare
Oh,
Keyzie.
this one here on Road to Vegas, wearing nothing but a smile and some shriveled cold bulls.
Yeah.
Damn.
It is cold bulls weather.
Yeah, very much so. I was wandering around today with a puffer and...
A couple of disappearing bulls.
Yeah, but the thing about me is, as you know, my bullos, you don't have a voice like this with small bullos.
No.
Trust me, fellas. You do not have a voice like this with small bullos. All right? Hey, got a bit of a confession to make today, fellas.
Oh, jeez.
Not only did I humiliate myself last night by eating stale cheese and bacon balls all the way home, I shoplifted today.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Back in my day, actually, I used to be a prolific shoplifter. That's a true story.
Yeah.
But I got through that phase. But anyway, today I went to the shop and I bought a bottle of milk.
Yes.
And I got myself...
Anything else?
No, just a bottle of milk. and a small packet of your fisherman friend mints.
Oh, really?
You know,
I'm on those at the moment.
You've been eating about 50 every hour.
Yeah, I have.
And I had those in my hand. And anyway, I went up to the counter. I paid for the milk.
Yeah.
Went back home again. And when I got home, I put the milk in the fridge and went, oh, my God, I was still holding the mints in my hand. And I went, oh, my God, I didn't pay for those.
You actually got all the way home.
I'd got all the way. I
Did
didn't,
you?
because it's only about, 500 metres from my house. So I walked,
Right.
and stuff. And then I went, oh, should I go back? And is it really stealing when it's not purposeful? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess legally speaking, yes, I shoplifted.
Yeah.
And I should have gone back and owned up. But is it really?
Oh, did you not go back?
No.
Right, then it is shoplifting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you've got the goods,
Yes.
but they don't have the cash.
Yeah.
And that's the key
Is
thing.
that like the legalese of it?
I think the legalese of it is if you were in front of a judge,
Yes.
that would be what's known in the legal sort of industry there as an open and shut case.
What if I was to say, point of order, Mr. Judge?
Oh, you could do that.
It was inadvertent.
Although it's not a debate.
It was inadvertent.
Yeah, sure.
It was
never
not
been done
my
before.
intention
And-
to do that.
Unfortunately, I think that they'd look at your behaviour once you realise that you had taken it, and they would say, "Did you make every effort to return and/or recompense the victim of the crime?"
Right.
The answer is no. Therefore, why would we take a thief's word at face value? Bang, bang, bang! Guilty! Lock him up!
Actually, that's just reminded me of a story of a mate who was in front of a judge, and he said, "It was not my intention, Your Honour, to blah, blah, blah." And the judge said, "I don't give a damn about your intentions."
Thank you.
Yeah.
I care about your
okay,
actions.
so my bad. Maybe I should go back and... Because it was my mate, too.
Well, the
in
thing
dairy.
about
Have you
it is-
opened the packet of Fisherman's
Yeah,
Friends?
I've eaten them all. I did a mogie on them.
And this is the other thing, like when you're getting Fisherman's Friends, I've found when you get them from a dairy,
Yes.
you're not just costing them $2. They charge you about $87 for a packet
Oh,
of
yeah, they're
Fisherman's
not
Friends.
cheap.
Oh, they're not cheap.
it's
I'm not
like
surprised you bloody stole them, you thieving bastard.
Well, that's
you.
what I thought about. It's like $4.75 I saved
Dreaming.
myself there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, well, there is also a case to be made, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Yes.
So I think you can apply that. Also, leaders' rights, I think, come into play.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean...
It's a fine line, isn't it, is what I'm
It's a very
saying.
fine line.
That was the conundrum I was working on this morning.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
what
the other thing is you don't want to get banned from the shop.
Oh, no, Babu would never do that. We're too close.
You don't want to put in a picture up of your face.
Yeah.
on the front
yeah,
window.
trespass.
God,
Trespass.
that's a point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jeez.
geez, that's a point.
That's not a good look for
Well,
you.
especially when you're a major celebrity with huge bull-offs.
Yeah. Actually, my daughter did the same thing last weekend.
We'll get into that next, eh?
Righto.
I'm interested in other people's stories, too, about shoplifting.
Yeah.
3483.
Deliberate or otherwise.
Deliberate or otherwise. Text
Yeah.
us. Come on, confess. Confess, New Zealand!
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yeah, bit of Florence and the Machine there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. We're talking shoplifting after Hoyte Jase shoplifted this morning. Inadvertently, I might add.
Fisherman's Friends.
Fisherman's Friends,
But
yeah.
then once you realise that you had
Yes.
to make amends,
Yes.
you ate them all and threw the packet in the bin.
Well, but having said that,
destroyed the evidence.
You, as my defence
Oh.
lawyer, came up with some very resounding arguments.
I did.
Looters' rights, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's right.
What are the people saying on the text machine there, Spare Keyzie?
Hey fellas, I can be a bit dishonest at times. I weigh my mushrooms under white when they are brown. Price difference is shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call that, actually.
Yeah. And
Technically
a lot of people don't
shoplifting.
think that's thieving. I used to do that actually when I was wandering around back in the day when I was on the dole.
Yes.
I'd go in on dole day, which I think was Thursdays.
Yeah, Thursdays for me too. How
And
funny.
I'd go around, do my shop, and I'd get a pie from the bakery part of the supermarket, and I'd eat that as I walked around, and
Yes.
then I'd put the empty bag on a shelf.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I felt like I had the right to do that, although it was 100% stealing.
Oh, mate,
I was a dirty blood. You know, people bang on about blood. That's
Totally.
That's as bad as it got. Pie.
I used to, do that with the fruit. Just eat grapes and stuff and your nuts and the bins
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
The
I
old
just
pick
hull
and
into
mix.
those.
I lived in the supermarket for about 4 months.
Right, okay.
Yeah, while I was on the dole.
Just-
going around, just eating. It's like if I haven't been to the checkout, it's free. Do you know what I mean? Everything on this side of the checkout is free.
Yeah. And if you haven't been caught, is it shoplifting?
Correct.
Yes. 7 years old and walked out of the cake store with some of those wicked number-shaped candles. Got the biggest telling off of my life in the middle of the Mount Eden shops.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Kids can often do that. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, my daughter did it last week. We went to Animates.
Yes.
Animates.
The pet store.
Yeah, that's the one, to clean our dog Tinker. You remember I cleaned her and I was drying her with the old the blower there, and her eyes were bulging out of her head there.
Yes.
Anyway, as I was trying to wrestle her out of the store, my daughter was sort of, bugging around off to the side. She got bored really quickly, actually. She wasn't enjoying the whole process. But the dog was still wet and trying to dry itself against shelves, and that rubbing itself up against shelves. So I was wrestling the dog, trying to get out, and she was like, "Look at this, Daddy, look at this." And I didn't really... I was
Hey.
like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say, "That's cool, man," and they're sort of like, "Oh, real?"
Yeah, right.
They think you care, but you don't. And so anyway, finally got to the car, get the dog in the car, and then trying to get the daughter into the back seat. I was like, "What's that you got there?" She'd stolen the cash register, man.
No, you're joking.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was like, shot.
How old is she?
Shot.
Yeah.
Going on 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big on there.
Yeah.
They are.
And in
Bigger
actual
than her.
fact,
Cash,
it's actually quite a good ruse because, of course, with my 4 girls, you load them up on the old shopping trolley there, Mogi, and
Yeah.
they can just hold on to stuff. And then you just push them straight through, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because they never think to search your kids.
No, that's
You can
right.
stuff all sorts of crap down there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Well, when we used to have, when our kid was little bubba,
Yes.
you go into shops and just stuffing
The
things
nappies.
underneath her mattress there. She's
Oh, mattress. Right,
of the pram,
Yeah,
You've got the pram,
yeah.
so you're just jamming stuff in there, DVD players, kegs of beer.
Yeah. It's
you
amazing
name
what
it.
they can fit.
Oh, unbelievable, man. Nobody wants to say anything.
Yeah,
You know,
totally. Well,
and
you
they
don't
did
want
it
to you don't want to be looking like you're being mean to a baby.
No, that's right.
Hey, keep those texts coming on 3483. What have you shoplifted? Did you get away with it? And is it shoplifting? In the meantime, here's Foo Fighters.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Midnight Oil there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. The time is 4:30. We're talking shoplifting, stealing, thieving, whatever you want to call it.
Backboning.
Which I did this morning. Got away with it. Felt a little bit guilty. But
In
then
your
I thought,
face, dairy
yeah,
owners.
Babu. Take that, Babu.
You thought a ram raid was bad. How about some of this surreptitious business?
I'm going to bring down his
brother?
business. Fisherman friend by fisherman friend.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We've got a few texts in on this subject as well, by the way, on 3483.
Well, the main one there, don't you reckon, the spare Keyzie?
Yeah.
His old mate who walked into the warehouse
Yes.
barefoot and then walked out with a new pair of socks and shoes on.
Yeah, good
That's
call.
how you do it. You
yeah,
walk
yeah,
in,
yeah,
you go
totally.
in somewhere naked and go out dressed.
Yes. And a lot of people think you need to spend thousands of dollars on, clothes and
No.
stuff like. No, you don't. If you're getting it a bit ragged around the edges, just go in there with the clothes you're wearing, get the clothes you want, go into the change room, put them on, and off you go again.
That is the trick. So what I do when I go out shopping is exactly that. So you'll go into, say, this might be a dated reference, but let's say Hannah's shoe store.
Yes.
You remember those?
Yeah, I
I
remember
do.
Hannah's.
So you go
Yeah.
to Hannah's and you take off your old shoes, you put on some new shoes, you put old shoes back on the shelf.
Yes.
Right now I need to go get myself some jeans. So I'm going
Yes,
to go to
correct.
the jeans shop. What's that called?
Hallensteins.
Thank you.
Yes.
I put my old jeans back on the shelf and I put the new jeans on my body and I'm off. And you go there all
Day long, mate.
All day long.
Then you go to the supermarket and you just put in the bins there, like a bin
Going through the
chicken,
bins.
just going through the bins, just
Been
eating free.
smoking darts.
Yeah.
Living the life of Riley,
Oh,
brother.
mate, good
I
times.
actually remember we went over, there's a whole bunch of us went over on holiday to Rarotonga.
Yes.
And it was there's probably, what would there been? It's mostly couples, man, so probably 16 or 17 of us.
Yes.
And one of these beautiful sort of resort-style things, and they had like, you're in the hotel room there and it's got... the robes.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the robes and the slippers.
Yeah, right,
and it's
yeah.
got all that
Soaps
stuff.
and- yeah.
And I got home and I realised I'd stolen my mate's missus.
Yeah.
A whole person.
Got him pretty good. And
Totally, mate.
yeah.
And some shampoos and
There's some
conditioners.
shampoos and those little
Yeah.
soaps, and they had a sewing kit, man.
Yeah.
And my mate's missus.
And your mate's missus. So good.
Can I ask how? How you managed that?
I don't know. It's
Was
the
it
same
in
as
a-
Jase.
Yeah,
man.
it was
You
just
just-
one
Was
of
it
the-
You
inadvertent?
just look down and she's in your hand.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you give it back or?
I don't like you talking about women like that.
Yeah, come on. It's
Keyzie.
not, come
That's
on.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean. I don't mean to
Terrible
imply any
attitude
sort
you've
of
got there,
ownership.
brother.
That's not. That's not it at all. I just.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like, man.
Oh,
God. Don't know
That's
what's
a
got
shame.
in.
Really
Don't know
sorry
what's
about that.
got into you.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of wayward glances today during the show as well.
Oh, has
Quite
there?
frankly, just between us.
Yeah.
Just because you're wearing a cheese,
Is this off-air chat?
cheese cutter there, spare Keyzie, doesn't
Got it
mean I
from
don't
field
see where
days.
your eyes are going.
thanks to Swan Dry for that.
Good on you, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Faith No More, Radio Hodaki Big Show. How are your bowel movements at the moment, Mogi?
Pretty good.
You're pretty regular.
Oh,
What are you up to at the
What am I
moment?
benching with my
yeah,
miss?
yeah. What are you sort of going through at the moment with your?
Oh,
Because
feels like I'm doing a couple a day.
a couple.
I think so.
When you say a couple, just two,
I think so, yeah.
Okay, what about you,
There or thereabouts.
Spare Keyzie? How are your bowel movements going?
Pretty
at the moment?
regular.
How many are you doing a day?
Usually one in the morning, and then every other day, another at night.
I've never in my life done one a day. I can promise you that.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And, there might be a lot of people that just, are thinking this isn't a subject we should be talking about, but it's important that we look after and take note of these things. I'm regular, like clockwork.
Regular? Yeah,
Every
yeah.
day, my morning coffee.
Not yesterday.
3 tubes. Oh, yeah, no, not yesterday.
No.
But then yesterday, I got knocked out of my coffee routine a little
Right.
bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So, and I didn't have the durry.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Why
Does
not?
that prompt the...
Oh, yeah, look, you combine coffee and a durry.
Right.
You're straight there.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because a day in lieu,
Oh.
which
Yeah.
is happening next Thursday.
One after.
Oh, the one after the
that,
28th.
and it's a Wednesday.
Next, not this Wednesday, the Wednesday after the 28th.
Not next
That's the
Wednesday,
one.
the one after, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Where we're basically raising awareness and money for bowel cancer.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Not for bowel cancer. We're against it.
We are
We're
against
not,
it.
we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's really nothing positive that bowel cancer has done.
No.
No.
Pretty much nothing.
No. But the entire Radio Hodaki team is going to be involved in that.
Oh, yeah.
Live from the Empire Tavern from 6 a.m. to 6
Sure.
p.m. on the Wednesday, the 28th of June, yeah?
Yeah,
2023.
that's the one.
Yeah, just to make sure, because it's going to be a great afternoon and morning, I believe. So get you and your mates along. Maybe
Totally.
have a few beersies when we
Yeah.
talk bowels.
Bowels.
Yeah.
Special
Do they
guests
have
as
bowel
well.
buns down there?
At the Empire.
Yeah. Because that
Oh, I
seems
mean-
strange to name those after that, eh?
Yeah.
Bowel buns.
Actually, that's a really good point. We should see if we can get some bowel buns for
Yeah.
our.
You're
that
saying
day.
bowel buns. You're saying
Bowel buns.
Bowel buns.
Yeah. So I was mispronouncing it.
Bowel buns.
Bowel buns.
Bowel.
Yeah.
Bowel.
Yeah.
Bowel buns.
Actually, that would really enhance the day, I reckon. We
Yeah.
have everyone there. We have a few drinks and some bowel buns
Yeah.
with pork and stuff in them.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't
Yeah.
want to disrespect what we're
Yeah.
doing here with Day
Actually,
and
to
Lou,
be
but
honest with you, I had a bowel bun the other day. It didn't impress me at all.
No?
And it was on your recommendation, Spare Keyzie, from the Corner Dairy there.
sorry, I didn't recommend you go and get it. I said I like to go there. I didn't say you should.
It was a foul bowel bun.
Foul.
I had like 2 bites and went,
Yeah.
bloody pugs. What a waste of $80 that was.
Hey, how can people make an instant $3 donation?
They can text 3493
with the word
Lou. So get involved in that. Make sure you come along on the day. It'll be great to see you, eh? Oh, tune for a Friday afternoon. Turn it up. Get your pants out a little bit. Undo the belt. Just lay back and chill out, everyone.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Fat Boy Slim there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Coming up immediately after 5. It's a Friday, the Friday Throbber, of course. Mogi, how you feeling, mate? You throbbing?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. It's a tough one, isn't it? How you feeling there, Speakeasy?
about the same, honestly. I love the segment, but yeah.
Yeah.
feeling good.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't give myself much of a chance today.
No, I don't give you much shot.
Yeah, I mean, I know you never really give me a shot.
No.
You know.
I mean, sometimes you come through, but not very often.
Yeah, not very often. I mean, not as often as I'd like to, Mogi.
Oh, no.
Hey, now listen, also after 5 o'clock, we've got our JCB winner.
Oh, yeah, the massive prize pack.
Yeah, there's a massive prize. What's in
bloody
it?
big
Can you
prize
remember
pack,
what's
man.
in it, Pugs?
I can tell you, it's a huge industrial chili bin.
Yeah,
And
bloody
in
good
that
chili. Actually, I
bin,
need a new chili bin.
Yeah.
yeah, we were checking it out yesterday. It's full of jackets, boots,
Oh, yeah, jacket.
huskies,
Jackets.
Oh, no, the
I need a
boots
new
aren't
jacket.
more.
Yeah, the boots
I need
aren't.
a new
The
jacket.
boots aren't there anymore, mate. What else? Sorry.
What do you mean the boot?
No, carry on.
Okay. There's going to be hats in there as well. Some of those husky tumblers that we were checking out yesterday
no,
too.
no,
That's
no,
all in
tumblers.
there.
No, I
they're
don't
all
know
gone.
if the tumblers are gone. I think they're.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like they took them out, JCB.
They're gone.
Oh,
them
they're
out
just,
of the-
they're just not in there.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, anyway, that's all thanks to JCB. We'll be drawing that. It's probably your last chance to get in the draw if you want to do that by texting JCB to 3483.
Bloody good bastards they are too. Good for those bloody high-grade machinery.
Backbones.
Speaking of the tumblers, Mogi, did you grab my one? Because I can't find it.
I've got it.
Oh, you've got it.
As in for you, I've got it for you. I didn't steal it.
Oh, right.
I didn't shoplift
Just
that
feels a
from
little
you.
bit like you stole it. Hey, all that coming up after 5 o'clock, all right? Stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. If you don't know what a throbber is, we each select a song which we think will kick off your Friday night, get you in the party mood. When I say all three of us, I mean Pugs, Minogue and myself. Then you call us on 0800 Hodaki, your vote, first to 2 wins.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, just
Boom.
like that.
Just like that.
Pugs,
Yeah.
you can kick us off, mate.
You want me to kick us off?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, it sounded a bit, it's been a busy day, darling.
You ready?
Away you go, mate. Yummy boys.
Is that Chase and Status?
It is not.
Is it?
How good.
Yummy boys.
Oh.
I tell you
Who
what,
is
there's been a real
That's Nero. Promises.
Beauty.
Yummy boys vibe with your
There's
guys'
been
tunes.
lately, yeah. Well, you got to mix it up, man. I've
Yeah,
run
I
out of
guess
tunes
so.
with the other bastards.
Yeah, so have
Anyway,
I.
having said that, here's some System of the Down.
Wake up! Grab brush and put a little makeup. Have the sense to fade away the shake up.
Have we had that before?
It's not
No.
on the list.
Okay.
You wanted to. Grab a brush and put a
I'm sure we've had that before.
I can only go by what's on the list, man. I checked. It wasn't on there. I went for it.
Jase.
Here we go.
How about yours, man?
Oh, yeah. Chemical Brothers.
Nice.
The
Sabian.
Here we go.
Well, there you go. Hang on.
Great band. If you're not into Kasabian, get their first couple of albums. They're bloody beautiful.
Bloody good, all
You
right.
got to back your tunes a little more, Jason. I'm not going to lie to you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
you
you
gotta
know.
believe in yourself.
Hey, but give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. We'll decide the winner right here, right now. Bloody now. G'day, caller. You're on the Hodaki Big Show. Who are we speaking to?
Speaking of Jono, mate.
Johnny, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good things, mate.
Yeah, good, Johnny. What are you running with there, mate?
Got to run with the system!
Sister!
yeah, nice.
That was
Yeah.
George
Got a
Gowns.
mug there. That's great.
Massive loser. Good on you, Jono. Another caller on the line. Who's this?
It's Shannon.
Shannon, how are you,
bastard.
mate?
How's life?
Good on you, mate.
How you going?
Yeah,
good,
good.
good. How are you?
What do you reckon? What do you reckon, mate? What do you reckon?
What I reckon a bit of System of a Down.
He's taking it out on Mogi, eh?
And finally, you handed
Shannon,
Yeah, there you go.
handed Spear Keyzie his first loss, and I'm happy about that.
I bet
Yeah,
that
that's
feels
true.
real
It
good.
does. Crank it up.
System of a
No
Down.
longer 100%. Sad boys. Not yummy boys.
Good on you, mate. That's 6 now for Mogi, isn't it?
I think so. He's on par with
ties with
Keyzie.
Keyzie.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
System of a Down there, your Friday throbber. Put an asterisk on that one, please, Mo.
What's your name?
Spear Keyzie.
Yeah.
I am
Why is
certain
that?
we've had that.
Okay, how are you going to check that, Jace?
We need to get in touch with our official, because I think he's lapsed somewhere.
His name is Blair Taylor. But,
Blair
And he's a
Taylor.
backbone.
It's Blair Taylor, and I've searched it. It's right here. So the only way to find out, Jace, would be for you to go through every single throbber that we've done for
I'm
the
gonna
last
do
2
it.
years.
I'm going to do it. But
So
in the
I fancy
meantime,
I'm safe.
In
I
the
fancy I'm safe.
meantime, asterisk it. All right?
Yeah, no, you
I
can't asterisk until there's something wrong with it. So you can find out, and then you can put an asterisk by it. You can't asterisk. There's nothing wrong with it.
How come I get an asterisk?
Why do you get an
For
asterisk?
legitimately getting a voted song.
What one?
And then
What one?
the last week's one.
Which one?
The one I played last
was
week.
it? What was it?
The
That-
one I
yes.
played last week.
What was it?
The one that glitched?
You know,
LL Cool J.
No, well, I don't think that's.
Yeah,
I don't
fact.
think
I think
that's
that's a
an
different
asterisk.
con-
That's
Well,
not an
you,
asterisk.
you can take Mogi's
tell you what.
asterisks off.
I'll tell you what, if anybody gets an asterisk for that, it's Pugs.
Yeah,
But-
Pugs.
okay,
Put an
that's
asterisk
valid.
on your one.
No. It doesn't affect my score.
No, it is a tune, though.
Somebody
It is a
demanded a
Friday
recount on 3483, but somebody
Yeah.
also said they were throbbing so hard right now. So nicely done.
Well, you can do it. You can have a recount, but 1 + 1 is 2.
It is
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have a quiet
But tunes.
consultation with Keyzie
I
as
can
well.
guarantee you Keysie's going to have something to say about it.
Yeah.
I can guarantee.
Really?
Well, it feels to me like it must have been done before
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
But
It just-
I've gone through the list and it's not there. And what made me feel better about it is the only way to know is to go through all of the throbbers. Every single podcast over the last 2 years, and it's just not going to happen.
My feeling is,
I can
my
put in some
feeling
hours.
is that didn't win the throbber, that it's
Right.
been used as a throbber song.
The playlist is every single song that's
Right,
nominated
okay.
every week. It's not just the winners.
It is?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Interesting.
I
Look
wasn't
at
super
Jase
sure about that.
suspicious.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Jase.
But no,
Hey, it doesn't matter regardless.
yeah, you won.
You're miles away, mate.
Yeah, now listen. But on that front, it might just be that it was in the countdown that I heard it recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
quite possibly in the
it
goat,
definitely
yeah.
wasn't recent. I think it would have been definitely in the first year. It's the sort of song I would have put up pretty early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
fair
mean,
cop.
it was a great one, great tune. Somebody wanted to send me back to the edge for mine.
Yeah, yours was a bit yummy, boy.
It's a tune. I'm sorry.
And it's interesting because we went through all the other callers after those first two, all Kasabian voters.
Oh, they were. Yeah, they were, weren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Kasabian fan base out there.
No, fair
Tune, though.
cop. Yeah, it is a tune.
Nice work.
Hey, speaking of tunes, here's a bit of Phoenix for you.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Phoenix there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show, Friday evening, 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, we were down at Field Days yesterday, weren't we, fellas?
Sure were.
Met the good bastards at JCB, mate, and I know you were frothing at the bung with some of the machinery they had down there.
Yeah, they had diggers and loaders and rollers.
Yes.
All sorts of earth-moving machinery, essentially,
Yeah.
is what you're dealing with there, man.
So good. You were loving it too, weren't you, Pugs? So you
Yeah,
you
that's
had no idea what you were looking at. to
Not
be fair.
really, but I do know that they were called excavators and forklifts and teller trucks. Compaction, a lot of
Yeah,
compaction
you're reading
action.
that off the screen, though,
I
aren't you?
am reading that. That's why I say,
I mean, it's
you know,
really obvious that you're just reading a script there.
That's awesome. Thank you.
But they were good bastards down at JCB. They really looked after us. And what's more, they gave us a prize pack, which gave you the opportunity of winning stuff.
Absolutely. It was a industrial chiliman, a real big guy.
Big bastard.
With jackets in it, boots, husky
Well, I think
tumblers as
jacket.
well. Jacket?
Jacket.
Yeah.
Boots.
Boots.
Two
Yeah,
boots. There were at least two
Yeah,
boots
there
in
was
there.
I put those back in, yeah.
Yeah.
Husky tumblers, hats, and some other goodies as well.
Yeah, no, it was bloody jam-packed.
With that in mind, we've got a winner. Should we give him a call? Or her.
Or
Or
her.
her.
I don't
Yes.
want you assuming it's just going to be a man. All right? Spear
Yeah,
Keyzie.
I know.
Come on, mate.
Unbelievable,
This is 2023 there, Spear Keyzie.
Wake up, man.
Jeez.
Let's see if Connor picks up.
Is that Connor?
That sure is.
Yeah, g'day, Connor, you mad bastard. It's
Hoyte Jase. How are
Hoyte
you?
Jase. Yeah, good, thanks, mate. And Minogio and Spear Keyzie. How's your day going, Connor?
Oh, Keyzie, yeah. It's been good, mate. Been
yeah,
good.
that's
I
cool.
can hear some screaming kids in the background there, mate. Can't be that good.
Yeah, mate. No, it is. You'd have a couple, wouldn't you?
Just
No,
the
you?
one for me, mate. Pulled stumps,
Oh,
pulled stumps.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, Connor, what do you do for a crust, mate?
Electrician.
Backbone. Yeah, busy? You busy?
Yeah, flat stick, mate.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Someone's got to keep this economy ticking, eh?
I
Yeah,
reckon,
bloody-
that's
bloody
what
hell.
I'm telling Spear
Connie,
Keyzie,
you
man. He
mad
doesn't know
What?
that.
bastard.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. Now, you entered this competition, didn't you?
Yes, I sure did.
Sweet as, mate. Well, you've won that prize. How does that sound?
Oh, mate, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, and she is actually bloody beautiful.
I'd say
It's a hell of a chili bin.
It's a hell of a chili, but the beauty of it is, man, you fit a couple of kids in there, man. You close the lid up, you can't hear nothing after that, brother.
Yeah, it's like a nice chamber. And a beautiful jacket, beautiful pair of boots, by the way,
nice
Connor.
pair of
they were
boots,
hearty.
yeah.
And all sorts of goodies in there. So well done, man.
Oh, thanks, lads. It's awesome.
Good on you, mate.
Is Milkman Mash delivering it, or?
Nah, Milkman Mash is on another show, mate. We don't have anything to do with him.
Well, to be honest, I'll be honest with you, Connor. At the moment, Milkman Mash is out in the studio.
I'm looking at him right now. He's got his
free beers.
I'm actually looking at him right now. He's got his feet up on the desk and he's smashing beers. So I don't know if he should be getting behind the wheel, especially when he's delivering that carry on. The last thing you want, man, is some kind of an accident where you get where you're spilling all his goods all over the road.
Yeah, totally. Hey, Connor,
pretty.
Connor,
not at all.
Enjoy that prize, mate.
Oh, thanks heaps, guys. You have a good evening, eh?
Yes, mate. Stay on the line. We'll sort you out.
What a backbone.
He's a massive backbone, wasn't he? Eh?
Jeez, eh?
Jeez. You see people like that. You see people like that, Spear Keyzie.
Yeah.
They're the
People like
backbones
that, yeah.
that keep the country going.
Oh, no doubt. I don't doubt it for one second.
Yeah. Because you
I fear you were bagging Sparkies.
Sparkies.
Was I?
Jeez, I couldn't believe
not
it.
again.
Your true colours are really coming out this week, mate.
It's tough. Thank goodness it's my last day, eh?
Well, no, I'm quite enjoying it.
Oh.
You know, I mean, it's diametrically opposed to what Mogi and I believe about the backbones in this country, but good on you for,
Thanks.
If you want to have a go at Sparkies,
Speak
fill
your
your
mind.
boots. Yeah, good on you, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
9 Inch Nails there on the Hodaki Big Show, but right now, the time being 5:25, it's time for...
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
I'm going to be honest with you, Mogi. I'm a bit nervous about this one. You know what I mean?
Are you?
I just feel like the segment's hanging on by a thread.
Oh.
It came with a lot of sort of huff and puff, the old what are the Warriors up to with Keyzie.
Sure.
And it just really hasn't delivered for me. I don't know about you.
Well, he really wanted this segment, and then every single week it sort of feels like we've got to prop him up.
Yeah. He's literally like physically flailing in the studio when it's happening.
Yeah, he's sort of like, when we go out to a pub with him for a quiet beer and he gets maggoted,
yes,
and we're on one side or the other and we're walking him out and his feet are dragging along and he's scuffing the tops of his shoes against the concrete of the footpath. You know what I mean? It's like that.
And he's wet as pants.
And at some point we're just going to dump him on the road and,
move on.
Let the dogs get him.
Do you think you'll talk to him about it when he gets back?
I think we'll just make a decision one way or the other, man.
Right, okay.
I'll tell you what, we'll see how it goes today, man. And, if it's
today.
not so, if there's no good, we'll just forget about it.
Because you've had a bit of a run at it.
You had a shitter last week.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Monday.
It was appallingly bad. I mean, I think even esteemed Keyzie would have done better than that. I was embarrassed for you. I was embarrassed for your family.
Oh.
I felt humiliated. Mogi felt humiliated, and I went. I'll be honest with you. Actually, I was actually at a point right there to call it right there to say no more. What are the Warriors up to with Keyzie? That's how embarrassing it was.
But then it was like we had a yarn about it. It's just, your first time Spear Keyzie, even though you are Spear Keyzie, so you're meant to be doing Keyzie's job. We thought, well, we'll give you one more shot at it, man, and if you bugger it up this time, then we'll just can the whole thing, and then when Keyzie comes back and he's got a problem with it on Monday, he can talk to you about it, because essentially it'll be you fault. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Mogi. It's all on you, and I'm feeling for you, Spear Keyzie.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All we want to know really is, and this is the thing about it, man, it's a shame with Keyzie, you don't want to have to give him the parameters, because you think, here's a guy that's been on Crowd Goes Wild, he's a fan of the show, he does a podcast, he does a commentary, he should know what he should be telling us about what's coming up for the game and what's happened over the weekend, so, a preview and review, as it were, you know what I mean?
Expectations.
But just so you know, man, we will sort of want to know, what's the guts, who are we playing, how do you feel about our chances, what's happening in terms of injuries that we've got to look out for, what about the opposition, is there anything kind of connotations with state of origin, given that we're at this time of the year? Where does it leave us on the points? What are we anticipating with other matches, and how's that going to affect our position on the ladder? And just generally, man, just give us a goddamn idea about what's going to happen in the game this weekend.
Yeah.
They've got to buy this weekend.
That was good,
That
man.
was good, mate.
That was really good.
Really?
That was the best one yet.
Succinct, brother.
Actually?
I was so worried, but you nailed it, Spear Keyzie.
I'm like giddy. That feels great.
Now you've said giddy. Let's can the bastard.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Jerk it out there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. Now, The big 10K backbone shout-out, fellas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by Super Liquor. We need to get serious about this. We got quite a few of them actually down at Field Days yesterday. And it's a very, very simple process to potentially win $10,000.
It is. You get your phone out of your hand, which is already in your hand
Yes.
there, and you push record, and you say backbone.
Yes.
And then you send it to us.
Yeah.
And the better that you do that, the more chance that you have to win the 10 grand. So the better the place you're in, the better that you say backbone, probably the more of your workmates you've got involved, the better,
Yep.
although not necessarily. You can offset that by being in an amazing place when you do it. Then the better chance that you've got when you send it in to us of winning the 10 grand.
Totally, mate. And as we say, just change it up a bit if you want.
and
stand out, for God's sake.
Absolutely. And
Totally.
also do it multiple times. If you see some of the videos and you think, oh, mine's not as good as that,
Yes.
then do it again and do it better.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? You're in the running right up till the end.
And we're talking Speak Easy, we're talking the trade tab, but we're talking any occupation.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter what the hell you do.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get involved in it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hey, look, and if you want to chuck a bit of nudity in there, go for it.
Oh,
you know what I
please.
mean? I mean, you just fill your boots, whatever. And you go into for a chance to win 10K thanks to Super Liquor.
Absolutely. I was just going to say to Mogie's point, if you want to submit more than once and you're doing it with your site or your
Yes.
team and you get multiple people, that's you've got multiple chances to enter right
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah,
if you've got a
totally.
team. But that said, sole traders can also enter any kind of trade.
Yeah.
We want everybody.
Yeah.
Had a good one sent to me today.
Oh, you did?
A guy on site. Yeah, he was literally, as he was working, he got his mate to film him. And he was just shouting backbone. He was deep in a trench in the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yeah. We've
And
had a
he's
few
in to
from-
win 10 grand.
We've had a few from Portaloos as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
which has been great. Wherever you are, we don't care. Send them in and be in to win 10K. And who's that because of?
That's all thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. So if you see the video that you sent us,
Yes.
post it on our story on either the Hodaki Big Show or Radio Hodaki NZ account. With the Super Liquor cheers to that stamp of approval, you are in that draw to win the 10 grand.
Bloody good. Oh, this is a bit of a tune-up for us, boys. Bit of Kiss. Hey? This takes me back.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bit of Beastie Boys for you there on the Hodaki Big Show. The time is 5:48. I went fishing this morning, Mogi.
Oh, how'd that
I said
go?
I was going to do it, didn't I,
did.
last night?
You did.
Beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Glorious, you know, up at the crack of dawn there.
What time?
Crack of dawn there. And
About 10:30.
the light was just sort of coming up, you know what I mean? And the birds chirping and, you know, made myself a coffee in my little thermos there. And,
Nice.
made myself a little bacon butty, which I take along.
Butty?
Got it packed up and, bacon butty, is it? Is it
Yeah,
butty
yeah,
or butty?
I think it's butty.
Butty, yeah.
Butty, yeah.
Oh, is it butty?
Butty.
Was it a
Yeah.
butty
Oh,
butty?
is it a butty or a
Butty
butty?
boy.
I think it's a butty.
Batty boy.
It's a batty?
Batty boy.
Made myself a bacon batty boy. And went down there, mate. Not a soul to be seen.
Really?
Because as I say, it's early hours.
Oh, true.
Right, okay.
You
Forgot
know,
about
so I'm
that.
just coming out with a bacon batty boy and my little Insta coffee there, and down the far end of the beach in the shadows there, I saw a sort of shape,
Oh.
and I was hearing this sort of haunting sort of.
Mermaid.
How does it go?
Mermaid.
No, not a mermaid.
That's awesome.
Took me back to my deep diving days. Whale call. My God. And without a word of a lie, there was an orca stranded on the beach. And I was like, oh my, as I say, I was the only one on the beach. So I sprinted down there, dropped my bacon batty bad boy on the beach there because I was running down
shit,
the
it
beach
gets
there.
sand
And
on
then
it.
I spilt my coffee everywhere and burnt myself, which bloody hurt. Anyway, got to the orca at the end of the beach there.
Should have tapped the coffee on it, would have kept it alive.
What I did, what remained just to keep it warm because it was bloody cold morning. I don't know if you noticed that. And I don't know what it was. I was so emotional, you know. They're such amazing creatures.
They are.
Mind you, having said that, it had shat
they that
itself.
amazing,
Well,
though?
it had shat itself. So I mean, it wasn't great. But you know, and sometimes in times of stress, I don't know if you heard about this, you get quite supernatural powers. And, you know, supernatural strength in a crisis situation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I managed to drag the bastard. And it was a full-size orca too. I'm not talking baby orca. managed to drag the bastard back into the water, and it sort of floundered away there, and eventually sort of found its bearing and sort of wagged the tail and sort of splashed off over the first couple of breakers. And mate, it was so emotional for me.
You buggered that up, man.
Swimming off like that, and it wasn't great, because just beyond that, actually, there was a pod of sharks that had heard the distress sort of just ate the bastard, butchered it, chewed it to pieces, Pugs.
Rip.
So it was a hell of a morning. Caught a few kahawai though.
Yeah, well, that would have been good burley.
Yeah, because it was floating all over the place. There was blood everywhere. It was good fishing, mate.
Yeah,
good fishing.
You must have been tempted to just hack it up on the beach in the first place, were you?
Oh, I did take a piece of it. Yeah, before I chucked them back out there. Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company. I tell you what, I'm not joking when I say this. I'm gonna put away the burger, the cheese balls tonight. I'm going straight Burger King.
Oh, hell yeah, that's more like it.
Because my wife just called, and she's cooking some like a vegetable bloody stir fry. It's not happening tonight for me.
What about if you put a bit of tofu in there?
If she did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if she did that, as long as it's not marinated or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just plain tofu.
Yes, just a block of tofu. That'd be great. So I'm going BK tonight.
Good on you, mate.
Now, listen, coming up, we've got some very important things to discuss, namely fathering children.
Siring.
Siring.
Yeah.
Because there's been some quite sort of interesting developments over the last day or two.
Yeah.
With sort of older gentlemen popping out they're not popping out the kids, but they're producing kids. And Mogi and I are, I'll be honest with you, a little bit unsettled by it all.
Yeah.
Given our situation. So we'll be talking about that next. In the meantime, let's get into the tune, shall we? It's Friday at 6. Let's tune it up.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back. As I was mentioning before 6 o'clock there's been some quite stunning news on the siring front, Mogi.
Yeah, man.
Namely some well-known stars who are still managing to produce the kids after many years of existence.
That's right.
And I don't know how you feel about it. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
How
you know
so?
what I mean? Well, I've sort of, what am I now, 42? And, as has been explained the last year or two, my scenario in that sort of situation is a melting ice cream cone.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
right.
Barely breaches the lip.
Yeah, but then in fairness to me, before my sperms even leave the body, there's a long way to travel, mate.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a long shoot to sort of get out of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that in itself. So the fact that I've got a melting ice cream cone isn't of itself a bad sign.
Yeah, it never used to be a problem, though, did it?
Well, no, it never did.
Yeah.
But, certainly, and I know from your point of view, you're in a sort of similar vein to me.
Yeah, well, 100%. Yeah, I mean, well, even worse in the sense that, I'm shooting blanks, and I have been for, I don't know how many years now.
Yeah.
At least 3.
Yes.
So the fact that you can have Robert De Niro, 83 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
He's just had a new kid with his 29-year-old missus, who it turns out, this is from the Googles, and who knows if these things are true, but the former partner of Clint Eastwood, who's 92.
And she's 29.
She's 29. And who was the other old bastard there? Somebody else old. I'll remember. Give that a Google for us.
Yeah, Google that and we'll get back to it,
and then a couple of weeks ago, you had your Robert De Niro, 79, and he's just had another sprog.
Yeah.
And it's just like... What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You're nearly free, man.
It's madness.
You're
Look,
nearly free.
I'm going to have to hold you there because we'll go to a tune and we'll get back to this.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Dandy Warhol's there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. We're talking older personnel having babies. Well, older men siring babies. And we just remembered who the other older fella was, Mick Jagger, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, to tie it up, yeah.
Yes.
So, Al Pacino is 83 years old.
Yes.
Has just had a child with his 29-year-old partner.
29.
Beautiful woman. She's got a penchant for
older gentlemen.
The older gentleman. And the older gentlemen, to be fair to them, seem to have a penchant for the younger woman.
Yeah. It does seem
and
that
there's
way.
no crimes here.
No.
Everybody's an adult involved in this.
Yes.
Apparently she was in a relationship previously with Mick Jagger.
Yes.
How hot.
Yeah.
He's 79.
I've always found him quite alien looking, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've never found him very hot.
And then the other one she was with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. And he's about 180, isn't he?
He's not. He is mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
But that was in 2019, so he would have been sort of late 80s.
So she would have been like mid-25. Yeah.
So, so how hot? Would you have, for you personally, and it's hard to say, but would you have gone for 94-year-old Clint Eastwood or 28-year-old Clint Eastwood?
Oh, just personally 28.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, but he's still so virile and sexy.
Yeah, massively so. You know, he's got that aura of power still around him. You know what I mean?
Certainly does.
I mean, even the characters he plays now, you know, they're older geriatrics, but they're always deducing. He's always deducing gangs and, I mean,
it's complete fantasy land.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
I mean, someone would flick their nail at him and he'd fall over. You know what I mean?
He'd be on the nebulizer with old Keyzie.
Yeah,
Keyzie would be battling for the nebulizer there.
I wonder if he's on the nebulizer when he's actually making love.
I imagine he would be, and I can't imagine that Al Pacino would be too far off.
Yeah.
But why would you want to have a kid at that age?
I don't know, because you're going to be dead in 5 years.
Yeah. I guess you're just saying, well, you can have it, but I'm having nothing to do, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see Al Pacino getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so
although he's probably already up because he can't sleep because he's so old.
I can't see, bloody De Niro getting up in any fashion.
They could share nappies because, of course, I imagine that Al Pacino's probably in nappies at this stage of his life.
Well, quite possibly. Yeah.
Wazzing himself left, right and centre.
It's just madness.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as you say, Mogi, no judgments here, each to their own.
Well, also, the other person that we haven't really talked much about is Alec Baldwin. So Alec Baldwin has got himself he's got his eldest daughter, Ireland, whom he had with Kim Basinger back in the day.
God, they were a hot couple.
But he's got a new wife, Hilaria. She's completely American, but she pretends that she's Spanish.
Oh, right, I love this.
Give that a Google. So she has visited Spain, but she puts on a Spanish accent the whole time and pretends that she's Spanish. Very odd. Especially in this time of cultural appropriation, not really where to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since they've gotten together, they've had Carmen. Notice the types of names here as well. Carmen 9, Leo 6, Raphael 7, Romeo. Got Spanish, aren't they? These bastards. Or Italian a little bit. Romeo 4, Eduardo 2, Lucia 2, and newborn Illyria. So they've had 7 children in 7 years. Alec Baldwin is 64.
I'm exhausted just thinking
about
that.
Can you imagine that, dude?
No.
9,
well, I can imagine his dude, 4, but I can't. Yeah.
Oh, no, they've got twins.
Right.
They've got twins, and then they had another one. So they've got 2-year-old twins plus a newborn.
Oh, God.
And I guess, I won't get into that.
I'm depressed.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Walkman there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening, but right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. Yeah. No, hang on. What the hell was that? Where were you, Mogi?
Well, I forgot to tell you earlier in the show, but I'm not. My voice is still rooted.
Okay.
And yesterday doing Tool Chat did not help me.
Yes.
Screaming out Backbone every 5 seconds all day didn't help me.
Yes.
And so, and then singing all the way home didn't help me.
Yeah.
And so, and so I'm resting my voice.
Okay, no,
as
fair
much
enough.
as I possibly can.
I mean, I sounded all right. It's just that Spare Keyzie was way off once again.
Oh, was I?
Well, I was missing the high end in there.
Yeah.
That would have really set you guys up.
Yeah,
It's a 3-part harmony. You're missing one of the parts.
It was just all over the
You're a
shop.
good singer. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. You've got a good voice, mate.
Well, sing for us then, Pugs. Away you go.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that. That's very pointed. And
well, I tried.
There you go. That's nice. That's what I sound like.
So what did you watch, Mogi?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything, man?
Well, this is the weird thing,
Because
right?
I got home, I saw my mum. I was like, oh, great, I'm going to get home and see my mum. I go in and see my mum. She's literally in her bedroom and she just says good night. I was like, you're not going to stay out for 10 minutes? Nah, righto.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
you missed me then. And then I had a young...
just hearing about your mum, I see a lot of you. I see a lot of you and your mum, actually.
Well, yeah, my dad as well, actually.
It's time to go. Let's go.
Yeah, sleepy time. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to the missus for a while, and then I went to bed. I don't think I did anything of it. And then it was lights out, man.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned earlier in the show, man, I was so disgusted with myself driving home and eating those stale cheese and bacon balls.
Oh, you did have
get
them.
through them,
Oh,
mate.
and I had them all over my face. And then I got home and my wife was watching the Great British Bake Off. And I was such a broken man by
You watched
then
it.
that I just lay on the couch and watched the
Covered in
great
dust.
cheese and bacon dust. Watching the Great British Bake Off. Jeez, it was good.
Really?
Well, God, there was drama.
The thing about it is with those reality shows, you can only say they suck if you never ever watch any, because as soon as you start watching it, you will get roped in.
Yes.
And you're right, they are garbage, but they are also very watchable.
Yeah.
Especially like with the filth you watch, Pugs. Love Island, when everyone's just wandering around with their buzzies out.
Yeah, that's just a perv
Buzzy
fest.
Island.
Yeah, it should be just...
That's their game, isn't it?
Sickos.
I tell you what, Spear Keyzie, we've learned a lot about you this week, particularly on the filth front. And
my penchant for watching buzzies.
I thought that you were a pretty straight up sort of guy.
No, well, I think, look, let's be fair.
He's not
the
Keyzie
idea that you think that Spear Keyzie is only watching a TV show which is set on an island and it's really hot and everybody is wearing swimsuits, rather than the drama that comes between these people interacting together. I mean, that's the fact that they're nude and semi-nude is only... It's a coincidence.
I would argue it's a
You know what I mean?
character
It's the
study.
drama. I mean, it's Downton Abbey, essentially, but with bikinis.
Yeah, all right.
Big buzzies.
Succession.
And what else do
Who's
you
gonna
like
get
about
the
them?
50K?
Well, it's more, your wandering eye during the show that's been worrying me a little bit.
Wow.
But, So what did you watch last night, Pugs?
Love Island.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Good on you, mate.
The Hoyte Big Show podcast.
The Datsons there on the radio, Hoyte Big Show this Friday evening. Now listen, the music jury.
Oh.
You may be asking yourself, hey, Hoyte J, what is the music jury? Well, basically, we get a lot of texts on 3483 with people commenting on the songs or the tunes that we're playing. And if you want to be a part of what we decide to put on air,
thank you.
You need to be part of the music jury. We want to know what sort of stuff you want to listen to, what you like about radio, Hoyte, all that sort of jazz, because we can't make decisions without your input. Isn't that right, Mogi?
It's completely true, man. And a lot of times you find people sort of bagging tunes. Oh,
Yes,
God,
that tune.
Green Day, etc., etc.
Yeah,
whatever.
not me.
Everybody's got their pet peeves.
Red Hot
That's
Chili
just natural. You
Peppers.
can't love everything, can you?
That's true.
But if there's something you like or something you don't like, you can jump on the music jury and give it a bump or give it a slap.
Yeah, totally,
You know
mate.
what I mean? And it can make all the difference.
Absolutely, it could. Just on that front, what do people need to do there, Spear Keyzie,
To sign up for future juries?
Yes.
Just text music to 3483. You'll get a link sent back to you via automatic reply, or you can just go to the music tab at hoyte.co.nz.
And the amazing thing is, if you do get become a part of the music jury, you could win some amazing prizes. Speaking of which, we're about to give old Rogan a call because he participated in the old music jury. Let's have a chat to him, shall we?
Hi, Rogan speaking.
Yeah, g'day, Rogan, you mad bastard. It's Hoyte J, Minogio and Spear Keyzie from Radio Hoyte. How you going, mate?
Very well, thanks. How are you fellas?
Yeah, good, thanks,
thank you.
Rogan.
Can't
good,
complain,
good.
man.
We're getting by. How's your Friday going? You having a good Friday, Arvo?
Yeah, not too bad on the way home, so can't complain.
No, and what do you do for a crust, Rogan?
I'm a software developer, eh?
Backbone. Now, listen, Rogan, I believe that you participated in our music jury.
I have indeed, a couple of times.
Ooh, yeah, good on you, mate. And what is Rogan like, music-wise?
Pretty much, your guys' station is the perfect thing for me because I'm a kid who was very heavy into that early 2000s.
Oh,
rock
yeah.
kind of scene, so
Same.
Yeah,
I hear
nice.
that.
Nice. Well, the great news for you, Rogan, because you made the effort, mate, because you were part of the music jury, you've just won yourself $300 worth of petrol vouchers. How does that sound?
Sensational, so good.
Bloody beauty, mate.
No worries,
Hey?
mate. So you stay on the line and we'll sort you out with that, all right?
Cheers, fellas. Sounds great. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
No worries,
good idea,
mate.
mate.
Cheers, Rogan.
What a goddamn backbone that
massive
guy is.
backbone.
If I won $300 worth of petrol, I'd be down there just spraying it all over myself, hey?
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Wow, what a week it's been on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. It's been a pleasure bringing the show to you. First and foremost, Spare Keyzie, great work this week, mate.
Oh, thank you.
You did very
I
well.
appreciate that a lot.
No worries at all. And Keyzie, number one, will be coming back next week. Wow. So he says.
Main
You know what I
Keyzie.
mean? So he says.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see. But I think he's going to be back on Monday. I know that you, Mogi...
God, how much time off is he in?
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
God, he's a slack bastard.
Big weekend for you party-wise, mate.
It's all on, man.
Yeah,
I've got my daughter's fourth birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
And then I've got a fourth birthday party on Sunday.
Good times.
And that birthday party is for a couple of twin boys.
Oh.
And my daughter is the only girl I think that got an invite.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Well, I know her and her mate. So, yeah, it should be a shambles.
Oh, yeah.
Pugs, what are you up to, mate?
Honestly, big chillin'. Got a date night tonight, which would be nice.
Was
Just
that
a,
who
just a real
Who
low
with?
key.
You mean love making?
With my partner
Yeah.
and hopefully to you, Jase.
Off the back of Love Island, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Love Island, love
Love
making
making,
is,
yeah,
you know, you
yeah,
see a lot of stuff
yeah,
on screen. You
Oh,
go,
well,
yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
It gets
yeah.
you fizzed up and
great.
ready to go.
A lot of sexual chemistry.
Yeah, well, I'm helping my daughter, speaking of daughters, Mogi, move tomorrow in the pissing rain, no doubt.
yeah.
So-
Looking forward to that. Going to have a fish on
You going to
Sunday
get somebody
morning.
else to do any reversing for you? You're
Um,
going to
well-
have to get your missus to drive for you, given you got no license.
well, true, because we've hired a van. We've hired
Oh,
a van.
have you? A man with a van?
Under her name. That's me. And a bit of fishing Sunday morning. I'll let you know how that goes. And then I've got to do a bit of an audition tape on Sunday afternoon. So, hey, but listen, it's been a pleasure having your company this week. You take care out there. Have a great weekend. Till Monday. See you later.